We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today, we got a small slate in the NHL. We got a okay slate in the NBA. And that's just about it. We got some college basketball, but this seems like a smaller day here, Tim. Definitely not as much action today as there was yesterday. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. Wasn't a good day for me. Hockey kicked my ass. Here's a live representation of what hockey did. Yeah, it wasn't fun. I was lucky to get a win later in the night to put a bullet or a Band-Aid on the bullet wound. But we'll start with college basketball. That went 3-4-1 up 0.28 units for me.
Hold on. You said 3-4-1 up.
That doesn't sound right.
We did have 8 plays.
4-3-1. 4-3-1.
There it is. Okay. I was just making sure because the math did not add up there.
No, it did not. I just wrote the numbers wrong. 4-3-1 in college basketball. We went and I was up 0.28 units, or it would be a little bit less than a unit for full unit bettors on that. In the NBA, almost reverse swept. Brooklyn Nets looked good for the first half.
Yeah. And then they fell apart.
Yeah. Los Angeles Lakers, they came back to lose in double overtime. Yeah. Plus 131, loser. And the one mistake play for me was my only winner. I did not mean to bet the Cavaliers -3. I bet the Cavaliers -3 because I accidentally put them as the home team when I capped it yesterday morning. And I had them as 7-point favorites when really they should have been like 1-point favorites. It should have been more of a lean towards Portland in that game for me. But who cares? Cleveland wins and covers. That's all that matters to me. 1-2 in the NBA. NHL went 4-10. Down 6.45 units. That took a hit for me yesterday. Vancouver, Tampa Bay over 6.5 was a winner. Leafs, a no-show basically. They lose. I had the -1 plus 110. Stars and Rangers under 6 was the easiest winner on the board for me. The only problem is I added the Stars.
Yeesh.
And with 0.9 seconds, let me repeat that. 0.9 seconds left in the game. Stupid Rangers scored. And then they went in overtime. A game that I was winning for 59 minutes and 59.1 seconds. Lost. I think that may be up there in the worst beats of the year so far in the NHL.
In the NHL, okay.
In the NHL. No, there's going to be
I already know what the worst beat is. I already know what the worst beat is so far this year.
So far this year, it was the I don't know, was that in 2023? The bowl game with Mississippi State with people who had plus 3.5 with Illinois.
Can I have one that tops it?
Oh, there was one where the guy got fouled after the shot clock expired.
I got one more that it was a couple of days ago, and it involved UC Riverside. Because I believe UC Riverside was the other side that was the bad beat. Because one of them was down 18 points with 11 to go, or sorry, one team was up 18 points 11 minutes ago, and they were the plus 3.5. It got all the way down to them being down 1 with a couple seconds to go. All they had to do was throw it inbounds to their own player and foul. Instead, they threw it in. It got intercepted, and the guy decided to chuck up a 3 as time expired to make it from a 1-point game to a 4-point game. So if you had the plus 3.5,
ouch,
it was winning for legit the entire game. I thought it was UC Riverside and somebody else. I'm gonna go find.
The Dallas Stars may be the worst beat of the NHL season so far.
You know what, Nick? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start setting up like a list of all the bad beats, and at the end of the year, we'll do a top 10 video.
Okay, the Stars are gonna be in there. from last night, giving up a goal, 0.9 seconds left in regulation.
Here,
Or
we'll
stars
start.
in
We'll
red,
start coming up with
or-
the list tonight, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. But moving on through my recap of yesterday, apparently the Montreal Canadiens learned what defense was a little bit yesterday. Nashville -1 and team total over 3.5 were a loser. Islanders -105 was a loser. They were winning for the majority of that game as well. Fell apart in the third period. The Calgary Flames and St. Louis Blues over 6 had a shot. It had a shot at a push. Because actually it really didn't, but because I was lucky to get the Flames team total over 3.5 as a winner there. Chicago, Colorado. I should have at least gotten a push on that game, if not a win. I don't think that was goalie interference. I don't. And that took away the goal for Colorado, which took away my win, and I couldn't even get an empty net goal for a push in that game. Over 6, Chicago, Colorado was a loser. Vegas Golden Knights came back. They were a winner, but the over 6.5 was a loser. There was a couple opportunities at the empty net at the end of the game. That would have been nice. No dice there. Coyotes were a mistake. I added them later in the day. I had them projected around to pick them, and whatever. They fell apart late. And then Columbus team total over 2.5. I added late when I saw Frederick Anderson. They scored 2. That's all they can get. So loser there. 4-10 in the NHL yesterday. Overall 9-15, down 6.77 units yesterday. I need a bounce back day.
Yeah, yesterday was down 0.32 units. Let's see. So far to start the year, we're down 3.05. But not super hung up on it. Bellarmine, I'm glad it went from +1 to -2.5 for them to lose by 29. Okay. In the NBA, I think I need to start taking shots again at huge dogs because I had Oklahoma City +10 last night. They went F that and won by 19 against Philly. So that was one of my winners in the NBA. Vancouver over hit. Dallas did not. You talked about that one. Brooklyn, same deal. They fell apart late. My best bet in the NBA. I have now hit 8. I'm 8-1 my last 9 best bets in the NBA, Nick. Under in Milwaukee and Miami. I will say I had incredible CLV on that one because there would end up being a bunch of players out for Milwaukee. The line ended up closing at 211.5. Didn't matter what number you got it at, it still went under. Islanders, loser. Over in Calgary, loser. Over in Chicago, loser. How about Southeast Louisiana?
They won outright, didn't they?
+8. Yeah, they won outright in overtime. 85-82. Little Rock +7.5. Never in doubt. They lost by 7. Tennessee State lost by 11. Glad they were a 3-point fave. The Grand Canyon game went over despite Texas Arlington scoring 18 points in the second half because luckily Grand Canyon put up 52. So there you go. We got lucky to get a push in that Gonzaga game because it required Gonzaga hitting a 3 late in that second period. Second half, I should say. Vegas moneyline winner, under in the Long Beach State game winner, and then the over in Seattle had a chance to go to overtime, a missed 3-pointer at the end, and that game ended under the total. So ended up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wins, 8 losses, and 1 push. So let's get back on the positive train today, even though NBA has been fantastic for me all year. Quickly, NBA. I have my statistics for the entire season. 2023 so far, 27-16 up 10.33, which is 62.7%. 2022, 167, 153 up 14.62, 52.2%. over the NBA season, 194, 169, up 24.95, and that is 53.4%. Having a really good NBA year. Ready to keep it rolling today. Figure I start shouting out those numbers because those are statistics that people want to see, and all of them are tracked on the EarleSportsBets.com website. We can't fix any of that stuff. We can't rig any of that stuff. It's all up there if you guys want to see what we're doing. First, good morning, Marcos. What's up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. Social appreciation, subscribe, and share. Decent slate for the NBA tonight. Let's find some value. I actually have a decent chunk of plays for tonight's games. I have 6 plays out of the 9 games, so I'm happy with it. Happy Friday the 13th. You too.
Oh, good God. I don't want to gamble tonight.
Hello, Markel. Nick, the NBA slate is shitty. No, it's not. I like it tonight.
It's always shitty.
Yes. NFL playoff show tonight on ESB and on Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. It will be on both of them. Make sure you guys check it out. It will be at 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will tell Terry that his Vikings will lose in the first. No, I'm kidding. But it's gonna be fun because Nick's Giants and Terry's Vikings go up against each other in the first round of playoffs. So this is bound to be entertainment in that one. So make sure you guys grab your popcorn and sit back and watch, because that's what I'm gonna do. I actually might go to the store just to get popcorn just for that visual effect. Just for sitting back and watching you guys go at it during the Giants game.
I'm gonna be short and blunt with that game now, just because.
All right, fine. Don't tell us what to do, Terry, but I'll be there. There's our number 1 fan at Let's Go Kraken Picks. Welcome to the show.
Wait, Tim. I have to do this.
Oh, let's get cracking with Terry and Friends. That's good.
I have
Go ahead
to do this because they did it.
Release the Kraken.
Kraken proved me wrong last night. I didn't bet it, but
is that the first time this year?
First team to go into Boston and win in regulation, and they shut them out. My lean towards the under. I wish I pulled the trigger on it.
Hey, getting cracking with Terry and Friends. I like it. Morning, gentlemen. Morning. Where did Terry go? I'm pretty sure he probably went back to work. Morning. Good morning. Terry went to change his profile picture. Fiala is no longer a Wild player. Oh, let's say if Fiala's in this thing. Bella killed my teaser. Thought I was on the right side of that one with line movement. Yep, me too. It went from +1 to -2.5 for them to lose by 29.
Yeah, they fell down early, like 20-4. I'm like, all right, that's a loser. I marked that like a loser, like 4 minutes.
I saw 13-2. I'm like, yep, see ya.
Ooh, that's bad. No
Ohio State. Did Ohio State actually lose yesterday? Holy crap! Ohio State lost yesterday. Why is that significant, Nick? They were 14.5-point favorites. If you wanted Minnesota money line, you could have probably got it anywhere from 740 to 870. Yeesh. Michigan game took years off my life. Had Michigan plus points and the over. Did Michigan not win yesterday?
I don't know. I don't follow college basketball like that.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it went to overtime and Michigan lost by 9. Yikes. I'm sorry to hear that, Tate. I hope he changes it to his new favorite team. Morning, everyone. Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, ESB. Good morning. Looking at Draymond Prod tonight in a huge game. Ticket/view. Yes. It's set to be one of the biggest crowds in NBA history tonight. In the UTSA Stadium for Warriors and Spurs. Because it's not often that they get to play in a big stadium like that. That place can hold 100,000 people, I think, or 70,000, 80,000 people. It could break attendance records tonight in the Alamo Dome, even though how bad the Spurs are. But it's not the first time that Curry has played in a football stadium before, because during his run with Davidson in the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8, he played at Ford Field. So thought that was interesting. Curry over threes plus 105 now is minus 105. There you go. I hate Drexel and TSU. Sucked last night. There you go. Hockey was flame last night. No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No, hockey sucked last night. Sabres to tank for Bedard. They're done. Get your popcorn ready, folks. Yes. Yo. How we doing, people? How do these shitty teams all of a sudden become good? Minnesota has sucked for years. I have not a clue. Which Minnesota team? Yes. Chinese basketball went well. There you go. CBA hit this morning. So was NHL. Last night was fire. Good for you, dude. Good for you. Because I know you probably had Chicago. All right, Nick, we'll start with the smaller slate, which is your Hookie. We'll start off with the Winnipeg Jets, who hopefully can go ahead and go into Pittsburgh and beat the Penguins tonight. Penguins are minus 170. 6.5 is your total.
Yeah, looking at this spot here, I think this game may be a little bit closer than this line suggests. I think Winnipeg is a live dog in this game.
Good.
I have this game projected 3.23 to 3.17 or 3.18. And I kind of suggest this game should be closer to a pick'em. Both goalies I have listed here are below average. Rittich has not been bad this year. Now, the only thing that worries me about Winnipeg is the second half of a back-to-back. But I don't think that's been a huge problem though this season in the NHL. I would need to see. I think I saw somewhere that if you've faded every single team on a back-to-back, it's not profitable this year. So I think Winnipeg is live in this game. I'm looking towards them. You can get their team total over 2.5 at $1.45. I have them projected for 3.23 goals. So against Yari, that may be the look here, is taking the Jets team total over 2.5 at minus 145. I'm going to do some thinking over this game, though, because I think this game could go over as well, but I have this game projected for 6.41 goals, so I do think this line's correct, but I can see 3-3 in this game. I see value with Winnipeg. I think I'm going to get involved with Winnipeg some way in this, some way, shape, or form in this game. I just got to figure out how. And, I mean, we could get the money line at plus, 156? 156. This is one I'm definitely going to look over a little bit more and figure out a way to get involved with Winnipeg in this game. I think there's value on them here. I don't think they should be a plus 155, especially the way they're playing right now.
That's fair. I hope Winnipeg in regulation. Anyways, Montreal and Blackhawks won. There you go. Montreal Sabres in a boost always lose. They need to keep them out of their freaking boost. Hopefully they don't do it tomorrow when they head to Nashville, which I think going on the road is going to be a good thing for them because you'll get real quick. Sabres 11-7 on the road this year, so they're actually above 500 on the. Anyways, sorry, today's a small.
They're playing Saros. I have no interest in the Sabres.
Northeast Tigers and the Eagles, so plus 380 and plus 260s were CBA cashers. Nice. The minus 170 Brave Dragons lost. Nice. The Cocaine Bears of Cornell. I have that one at exactly that number. Any college basketball plays? Yes, we have a solid one play today.
Yep.
And that is the over in the Michigan State game. That is it. Always fade Barstool. All right, so Barstool is one of the books I'm looking at it now. I'm able to look at all the odds and stuff through Barstool. Obviously, I'm not allowed to bet on it because it's not legal in my area. But I can go through and I can look at all the different spreads and stuff on the thing. And who do you call it? Ice. You need to show me where I could find the boost. So that I can kind of find it. So if you're able to let me know where I could find that. Always fade Barstool. There you go. Don't know how, but cashed Lakers under last night. Didn't they go to like double overtime? Didn't the Laker game go to double overtime? How the hell did that come under?
Yeah, it still hit.
Oh, because the total. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that went. It was 101 at the end of regulation. Imagine having to sweat that one out. Jeez. Yeah, it went under by 2.5 points. Good work. Villanova minus. Let me go pull up the Google Docs. Villanova against Butler. I have it as a pick'em, so no real thoughts on that one. You like y'all? We have Cornell as a 0.5-point favorite, so nothing leaning towards that one. Nevada, we have as a 1.5-point fave, so money line fine. Kent State, we have as a 4.5-point fave. They're a 3.5, so I guess 1 point lean that way. Over in Kent State, I guess it's a lean that way too. But the only thing we got to today was the over in the Michigan State game. You got to pick and choose the teams which to fade in the boost. Yeah, you got to pick and choose. No, I didn't bet them. I don't have it right now. In the exclusives. All right, exclusives. I'll find that. Appreciate it. I saw that you sent me something on Twitter. I'll look at it. Devils and the Ducks are going at it. The Devils are a slight 295 road fave. 6.5 is your total. Do we take a shot with the Quack Attack?
No. I have this game projected 4.07 to 2.87 in favor of the New Jersey Devils. 6.95 projected goals in this game. I did play the over 6.5 in this game. I think all three games have the opportunity to go over the total tonight. That's kind of just the way that my model grades out. Is there's value on 2 of the 3 and then 1 team total in the first game, where I did playing the Jets team total over. And maybe you'll play the money line when they officially announce Rittich, and that line goes up. But I did play over 6.5 here in this Devils game. Looking at team totals in this one, no. I think the only one with value is this team total over 2.5 with the Ducks at -110. I'm not relying on the Ducks to get me 3 goals, though. I think this is a 5-2 type of game. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it here. Is I'm probably gonna have to rely on the Devils to do most of the scoring in this game. But I can see that if the Ducks could contribute 3, we're in the clear. So I'm gonna just play the over 6.5 here. I got it at -108 yesterday. It's now -109. So I'm on the over in this game.
There you go. Joe, why do you share the plays with the rest of us? Don't just DM Tim. LOL. We like money too. Just follow him on Twitter. Joe Kryptonite. All right, Nick. Final game of your huge NHL slate. The Oilers are in San Jose taking on the Sharks. 6.5 is your total in this one.
Yeah, one thing I'm kind of mad about this game with is the way the book priced it, because I wanted to play the Sharks team total over, and I wanted it at a 3.5 at plus money, and BetOnline's offering me 2.5 at -170. I'm not betting that. I think what team total is -165 is like my cap for taking team totals. I don't like laying $1.70. That's just not something I'm particularly interested in doing. So I'm just going to stick with the over 6.5 in this game. I have this one projected towards the Sharks as well. I might play the Sharks money line out right here. I have this game projected 4.05 to 3.58 in favor of the Sharks. So actually, I'm going to play some Sharks here. Give me the Sharks at plus 137 as well. Sharks in the over. This is my way of being able to back their team total at a reasonable price. So give me the Sharks money line plus 137 and the over 6.5 in this game.
There you go. Jets money line or in regulation. Devils -2.5 and 3.5. Oilers -1.5. Good luck, X.
You lost me at Oilers.
Oilers lines aren't out yet. I'll share them tonight. There you go. Just tweet them out. There you go. All right, Nick. Time to head over to the hardwood. We got a 9-game NBA slate to talk about.
Yeah. We have the Atlanta Hawks. They're at the Indiana Pacers in this game. Total 238.5. The Hawks are -2. My projected line for this game was a pick 'em, and it's 234.5. I played the under 238.5 in this game. I feel like this is just a little bit too high of a total on this one. I saw 4 points of value with it, so I went under 238.5 Atlanta, Indiana.
Yeah, I guess this shows the importance of betting your lines early, because now there's a book called Betano, that it comes out like that's one of the first books that come out on BetStamp that shows the odds. So we see a 238 here. Last night when I recorded my Ballin out, it was a 228. I'm not sure if those lines are necessarily that good because there's a bunch of them that like have moved a lot, but I can't touch this game anymore. I don't know if I can lean aside because you could think about it one of two ways. You lean Atlanta thinking, oh, Halliburton's out for the next at least 2 weeks, and that's going to be really rough towards him. Or, oh, this is Halliburton's. That might be his first game out. Actually, let me check whether or not it's his first game.
Is this a fade the injury report game?
It could be a fade the injury report game. Let me go and check real quick. Halliburton out. He played on the 11th. So no, it's not a fade the injury report game because he played in the last game. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it would be a fade the injury report game. This is the Pacers' first game without him. So if you wanted to jump after it, I already have 6 plays up. I'm not going to attack another one. But this could be a good fade the injury report game. 100%. I'm not touching it, though. I already have plays in 6 out of the 9 games. So, LOL. If Joe's Twitter is the one you tagged, that profile hasn't been active in a while. Come on, Joe. Yeah, Joe, come on. What are we doing here? All right, let's keep rolling.
Yeah. I played this one as well. We have the New York Knicks. They're 4.5-point road favorites in this game, total of 222.5. I had this game in at 219, so it is a 3.5-point lean towards the under. Almost a play on the under in this game for me. But a play on the side. I had the Wizards as a 1.5-point favorite in this game. I think the wrong team's favored in this one. I did play the plus 4.5. I'm not really one of those that plays money lines like this in the NBA specifically. I'm very conservative when it comes to the NBA. I don't, because yesterday was like the first time I actually like took big or decent plus money instead of just taking points. Both lost, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the just a 4.5 in this game. Plus 4.5 minus 107 is what I got with the Washington Wizards.
There you go. I was not. This is another one that I'm not. Actually, I have plays in I have the plays in the last 6 games of the slate. I don't have anything in the first 3, which is funny. I have nothing involved in this one. The Wizards are a confusing team to me. Because they'll either win by double digits or they'll lose by double digits. It's nothing really in between. I want nothing to do with this one because they're either going to win this game outright or they're going to get blown out. So one or the other. I do kind of lean over in this game just because both these two teams have been a little bit more trending towards the over lately, but nothing that I wanted to necessarily get involved with.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, a little bit of interesting news here real quick for the hockey slate.
Could be pacing.
According to a Pens reporter, Dustin Tokarski was the first goaltender off at a skate this morning, and it looks like he'll make the start for the Penguins tonight.
He still plays?
Yeah.
Didn't he play for Buffalo?
Yes, he was a Buffalo Sabre.
Oh boy. All right, cool. All right, Nick, let's head to the next game.
Yeah, we have the New Orleans Pelicans. They're at the Detroit Pistons in this one here. Pelicans are 5-point road favorites, total 234 in this game. I have this game projected at a 5, so I think this side's spot on here, and I have this game projected at 232.5, which is which is about 1.5 point lean towards the under in this game. So lean towards under and pass.
Yeah, I have no interest in this one either. I guess I lean Pelicans, but I'm not laying points like that. The Pistons are coming off of a pretty nice win last game, 135 to 118 against Minnesota. So they're coming off a really nice win. You got probably a letdown spot for them at this point. I lean over because Detroit doesn't believe in defense. But this is just not a game I ended up touching either. Got plays in the last 6 games, so those will be fun to go over.
Yep.
Or Knicks first half, but I ain't doing it. I got smacked again last night. I'm hoping, but I'm happy it just because it's Friday the 13th. There you go. And Pacers minus 9.5. Pacers by double digits, plus 330. I can see it. We'll head to this game, which I got a lot better of a line on.
Yeah, the Golden State Warriors are at the Sacramento, at the San Antonio Spurs. Sacramento's later in the slate. Total of 244 in this game. And looking at this my numbers for this one, I have Golden State more like a 4-point road favorite in this game. Than an 8.5. I see value with.
Technically, this is a neutral site.
This is a home game for the San Antonio Spurs.
It is. It's at the Alamo Dome, which is the UTSA stadium.
Yeah, it's not like they're playing in Mexico City where it's nobody.
Correct. But I want to make sure it's a neutral site.
It's a neutral site game. It's almost like when the Clippers play home game versus the Lakers. I don't care.
Not quite.
I'm on the Spurs in this game. I got 8.5. It's an ugly play, I know, but Golden State struggles on the road as well. They're not a team I trust away from San Fran. So give me the Spurs here plus 8.5. Bold take, they win outright tonight.
I was about to say, if I was taking the Spurs, what can I get for them? Out of curiosity. If I wanted to go
Would that be a hammercock play, Tim?
I can get, it's only that. I can get plus 294 on the site for him. But I have a lot better. I have a lot higher of a pick, and that one was the over. I got it at 240. It's up to 244. I think this one lands in the 260s. The Spurs don't play defense. They are dead last in defense this year, allowing over 121 points a game. Let's look at what they've done recently, Nick. Buck 35, Buck 21, 121, 109. Good game there. 117, 139, 126, 115, 130, 122, 133, 126. This team doesn't play defense. If you guys aren't just blindly betting overs in San Antonio and the team total over in San Antonio for the opponent in San Antonio, you would be printing money right now. I will say San Antonio has covered in 7 out of their last 8 games. So that's interesting to see. But for me in this one, I took the over. A strong lean towards the Spurs as well with you, Nick. But I took the over. I still would take the over right now at 244. I think this one hits into the 260s. There you go. Alternate totals. Nick, can we get alternate totals for the total?
Yeah, I can give you
what is the highest you can give me?
Highest total I can give you. All right.
Highest total you can give me.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll be able to give you the highest total I can find on Bovada here. That's where I found my alternative lines.
You'll take the Churros plus 10.5. The Spurs, I like it. I just did all my plays. Added Oilers minus 3.5 plus 640 for fun.
Why?
Because why not?
It's because I said I like the Sharks and I bet the Sharks. I can give you 255 over 255 Warriors and Spurs plus 240.
Can that be my by double digits play of the day?
That would be a by double digits play where it wins by double digits.
Boom. Here, put that one in my by double digits with the odds and stuff, and that will be my by double digits play of the day. We're taking this one way over the total.
And just for that, I threw a couple bucks at it on that book.
There you go. There you go.
There's 10 by double digits. Golden State Warriors, San Antonio Spurs over 255 at plus 240.
It's only 240. Oh, that's fine. Let's get it. There you go. All right, Nick. Let's head to the next game.
Yeah, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're 5-point home favorites, total of 223 in this game. Looking at my numbers for this one, I have this one at I'm not capping sides for. That's what I have it at. I'm not capping sides for the Suns because my numbers are way off because it doesn't adjust too much for all the injuries. I have this at a 224, so it's a 1 point lean towards the over. It's a pass for me.
I'm taking the under. I'm taking it. You look at what the Suns have done in the month of January so far. That's what I'm taking the short-term thing. They've played 6 games in January, Nick. They've scored over 100 points once. Other than because they scored 125 versus Golden State. Other than that, 83, 88, 96, 98, and 97. This team isn't scoring. No Booker. No Paul. Ayton is questionable. I'm not holding my breath that he plays. On the opposite side, still no Karl-Anthony Towns. Anthony Edwards is questionable for this game. This is a ugly, ugly game, and it's going to be an ugly, ugly score because this one's going to finish 105 to 95. Like, it's going to be that low scoring. I would take the Minnesota Timberwolves to cover this game as well, but I would rather go after the under in this game. I will say I did not get a good line on it because I kind of wait to bet my stuff until I put them up on the site. It was a 224.5 last night. I saw some 225s last night. It's down to 223.5. So I got a little bit bad of a line. I don't care. I think this one goes just far under for this one. So under the 223 between Phoenix and Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, what is your favorite ice play?
Favorite ice play. I'll take the over 6.5 San Jose Edmonton.
There you go. Not just because I got 2 faves and 1 dog winning tonight. So yeah.
No, it's Friday the 13th. All 3 dogs win tonight.
Never in doubt. It's really Friday the 13th. Yes, it is. Yes, I love it. So Nick, there's no flip-flopping today since I placed all my bets already.
Okay, so you can't flip-flop to the right side, son.
With NBA, it's hard to cap. Hardest sport, load management, hurt players, motivation. That's why NBA kind of works with my capping. Because, yes, I look at numbers. I'm a big motivational spot, like situational spot handicapper as well. And it's kind of worked out nicely for my NBA this year. So I'm doing really well in it. Jazz -8, -6. No, we'll actually talk about that game. Not this one, but the following one. So there you go, Nick.
Yeah. Chicago Bulls, they're 4.5 now. This line's gone down. Total of 234.5. This was around 6 yesterday, if I remember right. I have this game at a 5.5, so it's a 1 point lean towards the Bulls. And I have this game at a 235.5, so it's a 1 point lean towards the over. It's a pass for me in this for this game.
I went with the Bulls. I laid 4.5 points on the Bulls today. And the main reason why, and once again, as I was mentioning, I'm a situational handicapper. What was the last thing, Nick, that we saw from Oklahoma City?
I don't follow the NBA that much.
What a 19-point win versus Philadelphia last night as a 10-point dunk. Yeah, give me the Bulls in a rout in this one. This is a definition of a letdown spot for Oklahoma City. The Bulls coming back. The Bulls have not been playing bad basketball lately. They covered in 4 out of their last 5. They did lose their last game to Washington in Washington. They're back home now after a 2-game road trip. So I do like Chicago in this one. I took them minus the 4.5. I think it's a good situational spot to fade Oklahoma City tonight. And I'm a big fan of Oklahoma City. They've made me some good money this year. I'm taking the Bulls. Taking the Bulls for this one. Let down spot. Yep. Bulls might lose straight up, but I'm not touching this. I don't think they are. I'm a Jazz fan. I hate betting us as a fave. I usually wait until I can live bet it. That is fair. I cannot trust the Jazz as a favorite this year. So, speaking of, actually, Nick, are you able to pull up what Jazz's record as a favorite is?
I can do that. I will do that after I'm done breaking down my one for this one. Yeah, we got the Utah Jazz. They're 6-point favorites, total 233 in this game. I have this game at a 8, so it's a 2-point lean towards the Jazz here at home for me. And I have this game at a 234, so it's a half-point lean towards the over in this game for me. And I will get your notification, your record. You're looking for ATS record as an underdog or just straight up
as a favorite?
As a favorite. You're looking for ATS or just as a favorite? Or
ATS.
ATS.
As a favorite.
Utah has been a favorite 19 times this year. You want to take a guess what their ATS record is?
It's not good.
6-13.
That's what I figured, because most of the time that they cover the spread, they are a dog. So I'm on the Magic tonight. I almost went and put Magic money line up on the site. And if I do, I might end up still taking a shot at that one. What can I get for it? Just out of curiosity. And I might end up throwing up 2 more plays. And if I do, I'll put the money lines up as free plays. Just because.
You want to know what the Jazz's straight up record as a favorite is this year?
Sure.
8-11.
Yeah. I can get, the thing is, I can get Orlando money line at plus 195. But if I do that, if I grab Orlando, I have to grab one other team. I have to grab the Spurs. So I may end up putting both of those up as free plays up on the site, Nick. Orlando money line, Spurs straight up on the money line. And see how it goes. And just start putting up big dogs again. But I'll wait until after the stream. Check out the EarleSportsBets.com website. If I actually do it, you'll see them up on our page. But for right now, I'm just on the Magic plus the points. Time for a cross-sport underdog round robin. Wow, that's a lot.
Oh boy.
Ducks, Sharks, Spurs, Quan, Gasquet. I really like the big dogs in tennis. Should go the distance, or they can win outright. There you go. Maybe add maybe Thunder as a dog. No, because last night they won outright as a dog. I like the Bulls tonight. I'm normally really solid when it comes to 3 teams in the NBA. I'm actually really good with 4 teams in the NBA this year, it feels like. I know when Oklahoma City is going to win outright. I know when Orlando is going to win outright. I know when the Pacers will win outright. And I know when the Spurs will win outright. Like, I can kind of get those down. I'm pretty solid with those this year. But this is not an Oklahoma City spot today. Sorry, Markel. Yotes are secretly tanking for Bedard. Secretly? What?
Secretly? Bullshit.
I'm looking to back Zach attack Levine tonight. Yes, I like the Bulls. Yes. 2 games left, Nick, and this one may seem weird. The line may seem weird, but there's a reason for it.
Yeah, and I've already made a play on this game as well. This is the last game of my card for the NBA in this one. We have the Clippers. They're 2-point home favorites. Total of 225 in this game. And my numbers for this one was a pick 'em. So it's a 2-point lean towards the Nuggets. And I have this at a 230.5. I see 5.5 points of value on the over in this game. I think this game goes over pretty comfortably over the 225 here. So I grabbed over 225 in this spot.
Yeah, you may not see Nikola Jokic tonight. That's why this is a total that way. Jokic is questionable for Friday's game against the Clippers due to a right wrist injury management. Jokic hasn't missed any games since November 20th, but the Nuggets could rest him after averaging 21 points, 14.7 rebounds, and 11 assists in 32 minutes per game over his last 3 appearances. If held out, now then they give us somebody that could benefit on DFS. Nikola Jokic could miss tonight. Therefore, I'm grabbing the Nuggets. You get that type of deal. I feel like that's already baked into the line because the Clippers went from a 1-point dog, a 3-point dog last night to a 2-point favorite. At this point, there is value on the Nuggets. Go ahead and give me Denver. I still think that they can beat the Clippers because the Clippers will be without Paul George. So we'll see. The only big question mark is Jamal Murray as well. He is probable, though, so we'll probably see him tonight. But most likely not seeing Jokic is why the Nuggets are a dog. Give me them straight up on the money line.
Okay.
The rest of Yost's schedule is disgusting. That's fair. What's going on with this NFL preview show tonight? We're going over all the NFL games, or the playoffs and stuff, and thoughts on it. It's going to be on this channel, and it's going to be on Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. FAO, give me a cut tonight. Clips -2. I refuse to back the Clippers. That's a team that I just do not want to touch. Seahawks, Giants win. I don't see the Seahawks.
I worry about that Seahawks game. That's why, if you saw my video last night, I did a free pick video for Seahawks to 49ers, and I don't know if I'm going to do one for the Chargers Jaguars, honestly, because I don't know what to do in that game. I'm torn on that one. I'm leaning Chargers. I am leaning Chargers, but market movement suggesting Chargers kind of. Not really, I don't know. I got to cap that game a little. That's the only game I don't have a play in right now. So I'll probably get into the Sunday games tonight with free pick videos. And if you want, you can do the Chargers game because I don't know what to do with the Charger game. But yeah, I did a free pick for the Niners and the Seahawks last night. I gave out the first half for the Niners because I could see the Seahawks backdoor covering.
That's fair. Final game on the NBA card, Nick.
Yeah, the Sacramento Kings are 9.5-point home favorites, total of 238.5 in this game. I have the Kings at a 10, and I have this game at a 237, so it's a 1-point lean towards it under. But to end the night, I'm passing.
Well, this one, Nick, has the best bet in it. And if you guys have not been paying attention to the best bets, they are 8-1 their last 9. So I've been the best bets have been going pretty solid. Let me see if I could find. I think I still labeled them all NBA best bet. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. One shows 6 and 1. I think I'm missing one. My only one that I've missed within the last 9 best bets was Atlanta the other night. And I have my best bet on the total on this one. If you guys are interested in that, that's over on the website. I mentioned that in the picks and parlays, getting balling out with Timuro show, which I'll go ahead and put in the chat just so you guys can go ahead and check that one out. Go leave it a like, get it a little bit more views because it's always good to help me out. Best bets in that one, so really can't go after it. And then I leaned Rockets, but that's just because I didn't want to lay at last night 11 points on the Kings. So this one ended up being a pass for me. On the side, my best bet is in the total. Made it to hit the like button. There you go. Bucks money line locked in. Me and Nick differ on that game. I like Tampa Bay. Nick's on Dallas.
I've already, and here's the thing. Can I, or do we want to save this for the show tonight?
Quick, go. 30 seconds.
The Buccaneers are the public underdog this week. The only thing I've heard all week long is Tom Brady as an underdog, and Tom Brady hasn't lost to the Cowboys once yet. That is all I'm hearing all over Twitter, all over ESPN, all over everywhere, is that Brady's never lost to the Cowboys. I doubled up on the Cowboys. I got him first half money line, full game -2.5. I'm a Giants fan, and I'm thinking, how about them Cowboys? I think they win by a touchdown this week.
I will say I'm sticking to my guns. That
you said whoever was going to win the South was going to.
I mentioned it about a month ago. I said it doesn't matter who won the South: the Bucks, the Panthers, the Saints, the Falcons. I said it didn't matter who won the South this year. That whoever won it would win in the first round against Dallas, and I still believe that today. I like the Bucks. I know it's the public underdog. Woo!
It really is. Them and Jacksonville.
I've been locked into that one for the last 4 weeks. So be it. I don't know. Cowboys win. Okay, that's fair. Kings first half, first quarter. I'm not going to talk you off the Kings. They've been really good. Kings have made me some good money this year. I love betting them Cowboys and clowning all of the people at work who are fans of them. That's fair. Rockets +9. It's just a feeling. I haven't put anything in yet. That's fair. Here is the link to Ballin' Out with Tim Earle on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. Go ahead, give that one a like. I appreciate it. Do you like the under in Buffalo, Minnesota, Miami, and Baltimore, Cincinnati? Baltimore, Cincinnati, yes. Buffalo, Miami, take the Miami team total under because Buffalo could probably score 40 by themselves.
I think Miami covers.
Well, if you think Miami covers, then you think that one's going way over the total and that Skylar Thompson can do something at quarterback.
Or Miami goes in with the strategy of pounding the football and running it. And or Skylar Thompson just hits Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle on a couple of out routes or a couple of slant routes, and they break it for long touchdowns. And I think the better under in this game between those two is Baltimore-Cincy because without Lamar, they're going to run the football 80% of the time.
That's true. So, but we'll get into those tomorrow or Saturday, Sunday, whatever it is. You think the Vikings win? I don't.
No.
All I'm hearing is that the 49ers win and cover against the Seahawks.
I don't think they cover.
There's no way that the Seahawks
I took them first half for a reason. I don't think they cover.
Yeah, I don't think they cover. Brock Purdy's first playoff game. I don't think they cover. I think they win. I think Seahawks cover.
Yeah.
They will run with Lamar regardless.
Yeah, probably.
That is all the games for today. Not just in the Seahawks. That's totally fair. We'll go ahead and pay some bills and do all that good stuff before we head on out for today. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. It's all linked down below. Why are you guys subscribed to the channel? You guys should be. We're only 27 away from 3K. If we're able to get there soon, that would be fantastic. We appreciate everybody who is subscribed. Make sure you guys are. Just check. Make sure your alternate accounts are as well. Just check. Make sure you create alternate accounts. It's okay. Just check. But try to get us there. Check out Ballin' Out, Tim Earle, 7 a.m. It's a pre-recorded video that I record at night, and it premieres at 7 a.m. So make sure you guys check out that on Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. And make sure you guys check out SeatGeek for all your concert tickets and sporting event ticket needs. ESP at checkout, $20 off your first purchase. Recap for today. I do have my double digit, Tim by double digits per se. Golden State, San Antonio over 225.5 at plus 240. The total is currently sitting at 244. I just think that one goes way over the total. I'm taking it over that number too. I'm also on the over in that game in general. Under in Phoenix, the Bulls, the Magic, the Nuggets, and then my best bets in that Houston Rockets Sacramento game on the total. So there you go. Nick, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm totally not starting my spreadsheet for tomorrow for hockey because there's, oh, good God. I'm looking at the hockey slate for tomorrow, Tim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 games tomorrow. Oh, boy. That's going to take me a good couple hours to cap. But for today, sorry, I was looking off and doing other stuff. Under 238.5 Atlanta, Indiana. Washington Wizards plus 4.5, Spurs plus 8.5. Denver, LA over 225. And then in the NHL, Winnipeg, team total over 2.5. And I also played the money line as well. It is going to be Dustin Tokarski in net, which his numbers were terrible last year, minus 11 goals saved above average. And he was even not very good at all. So I think Winnipeg's – what a goalie matchup, by the way, tonight in that matchup. I just want to highlight that real quick before I move on to the next recap. It's David Rittich and Dustin Tokarski. I should just bet the over out of merit and just have every over tonight. New Jersey, Anaheim, over 6.5. San Jose, plus 137, and the over 6.5 in that game as well.
There you go. There you go. Go ahead. Oh, there's a couple more comments. Excited for Wildcard Weekend. Yeah, should be fun. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Seattle, San Fran, that's a divisional game too. Seahawks might cover. Be a look. No one has swept a division series 3-0. Yeah. There you go. Let me know if you. Yeah, I'll talk to Terry and see what he thinks.
Yeah. Plus, looking at that Seahawks game real quick. The Seahawks are probably one of the scariest teams in the playoffs. You know why?
Because they have nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. Absolutely.
Wasn't their win total like 4.5 this year?
Yeah. And I bet it under. See, one thing that I did, I saw in one of my notebooks, I wrote down my updated playoff futures. Like after I did, like there was a couple shows I did before the season started, and I looked at my my spreadsheet before I did all those shows. I should just stuck with the spreadsheet before all the shows because that would have been much better results. But yeah, it was 4.5, I believe, and I bet it under.
There you go. There you go. My Saints know all too well about damn Tom Brady. So do my Jets. Your Saints don't know nothing. My Jets got pounded for years. I don't want to hear about your Saints. We got some great CBA matchups tonight/tomorrow. Lines just came out of my book now. There you go. All right, Nick. Finish on out for today.
Yeah, that's going to just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here at ESP, which is every single morning anywhere between 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. That's going to just about do it for this one. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. And good luck.
Good luck today. See you guys. Click.